Alright, we are on TSW, and I don't know how much I'm gonna get done today. I didn't know if I really wanted to do this today. I pretty much I complain every video, and it's nothing against anybody particularly. It's, I sat here yesterday morning, just flying around, talking on the headset, learning to do calls. My body didn't hurt. Yesterday afternoon, I decided to do another flight, and I went live for it. You guys saw it. I didn't notice till my Twitch video went live, or, till I ended my Twitch video, that the title of the airport was wrong. I inverted two of the letters. I fixed it in the title for YouTube, but I couldn't change it on here, apparently. I couldn't go back and edit the title. I say that, and I'm not sure. I could have. I just couldn't do it on my phone last night, and I didn't come up here on the iPad to do it. Anyway, so, no offense. I don't know if it's the added stress of being live or not, but my body hurts more because I'm trying to pay attention to chat, I'm trying to drive the train. I don't know what it is. I'm just sitting here playing the game. I should be streaming. That's my thought process. But then I gotta talk to everybody. I gotta deal with the chat. I could just turn my iPad off and just play the game and talk when I want to. With Train Sim World, that's not much. That's just me talking through what I'm doing, which is actually mentally helps me play if I talk through what I'm doing, which I think a lot of players do, especially when you're in the flight sim. So I don't know. And my flight yesterday, I went from DC to Mobile. I said we were doing capitals. Well, I didn't pay attention to the webpage I had pulled up that I was using as a guide, we'll say. I grew up in the US. That doesn't mean that I actually know every capital for every state by heart. I thought that Mobile was the capital. It's Montgomery. So I pre-planned a flight on 2020. We might do that one later. And it's a lot less. Let's just say it's about 30 minutes shorter of a flight. And I changed planes. If I'm going to do these capitals things, I might as well try to use airliners. So I picked an airliner. Granted, I don't know if I can land at Montgomery Regional Airport with an Airbus. So, but we will find out later. And hopefully that works fine on 2020 and I don't have to go over to 24 and do that flight. So I can just sit back and relax while that flight happens. But let's stop chatting about flight sim. You guys are here to watch some Long Island Railroad runs. And our first run, you know, I was gonna try to do 4 of these, but looking at this journey, we got 43 minutes, 34 minutes, 46 minutes, 51 minutes. That is 1, 2, 3. That's over 4 hours of driving. I don't know if Nate is going live today or not. It is a little after 9 EST. So, let's just get going. And I'm only going to do these. I mean, I don't have a set time I have to stream, but we'll do what I can. But okay, operate this service from Hampstead to the New York Penn. It's nighttime, kind of. Okay, what do I gotta do? Key in. Headlights to bright. And marker lights. I guess that turns them on and out there on the rear. You know what? Let's look. Nope, that turns them on here. Okay. Let me stand up. Marker lights. We want them off. And I got to remember what I think it's Control Shift Plus. Ah, no, wrong train. That's the front. That's not the rear. Well, okay. So, in order for me to get all the way to the end of the train, because the keyboard command was not sending me all the way to the end. It was sending me the end of that current train car set. It wasn't bringing me all the way down here. Luckily, there's a quick command to get all the way back to the front. I want marker lights are on. Okay. Oh, dang it. Well, we'll get off in the middle of this train. I gotta run all the way to the front. So much for some of these quick things. It wasn't jumping to the more forward thing. And yes, we're running behind schedule now. What is this? Oh. Okay. Let's get in here. Okay, I want... Okay. Which safety system do I not want turned on, right? I don't want the ATC. I thought there was just the signal thing. I don't want ATC. We've had enough of it. Here we are, signal and ATC is off. We just want to mess with the alerter, huh? No! I don't want... Signaling system breaker. Turn that off. Oh gosh. I don't want any of that on then. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Okay, everything is off then. Because, God, I'm not messing with that. Well, what is this one? Door operation breaker? I think we need that on. Am I stuck with ATC on now? No, son of a bitch. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. Already behind schedule enough. So, we might have had a good flight yesterday, but it was not the flight I intended to do. And since I'm going to a regional, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't do an Airbus. Maybe I should pick a different type of plane to do that. Are we? Yeah, okay, we are stopping here. And because we're on a 4/10 incline, the train's slowing down on its own. Where are we at? See, I can't even tell you where we're stopping because I can't see the top left corner, and I wish I could take that information that's in the top left corner, put it at the bottom left. It would be a whole lot easier for me to see. I don't know. How? Oh, okay. They can still get on or off. I wasn't sure if I should have kept this door open. I might only do 2 runs. Just cause like I'm not sitting here for that long. I'm already hot this morning. I don't know why. And again, I can't even turn the I can't turn on the fan that's next to me without it affecting the mic. And I should have turned the ceiling fan on before we started rolling. So, I know there was a way to, just have the alerter turned on, but I don't think it's the ATC track thing. I don't know. I know on Long Island commuter, you can't turn the safety systems off on the M7 anymore. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't think I should get up to 15. I mean, up to 20. But I'll bring it back to... because we are coming into this station. So... So, I can open the doors with not being at 10, but you need full brakes in order to close the doors. Yeah, like I was saying, I have got to find an easier way to deal with doing streaming where I'm not in so much pain. And you guys don't know exactly how I have to sit just to play games. So I hurt just playing without recording and trying to entertain. Every time I hit the horn, I keep zooming in unintentionally. And it's easy to do, it's the L3 button, so when I'm pushing down on it, I'm probably pushing forward at the same time, which zooms in. But we can at least get up to 60 right here. Although, we are pretty close. We are behind schedule as well, so... These cars stop pretty quick, I would say. Yeah, it's beeping every time there's a signal change. But so far, the ATC 30 thing is not affecting us, as in it's slowing me down. Let's get brake 1 on. Honk as we drive through. Oh wait, we're supposed to be stopping. Well, we're not stopping here, but now I gotta wait for us to actually stop. No, I don't. Oh, right. Are we done moving? Alright. Okay, so let's set this. Now we're forward. Release. There we go. That, for some reason, I keep getting a hot spot on my forearm where I'm leaning forward on my thighs, and it's like heat. I'm getting like a heat burn from the friction of my pants. It's really not comfortable. What in the heck was that line that just went across the screen? Well, we missed a stop for sure. And in Train Sim World 5, instead of backing up or what, it just automatically takes it off of your schedule and jumps to the next thing you have to do. In Train Sim World 4 and back, it wouldn't jump to the next thing. You would have to back up if you could. And try to stop before you could go to the next objective. But in TSW5, it skips to your next objective if you skip blow through a station. Now I think these are really quick because it keeps saying like feet. I haven't seen anything that's a mile. And ATC is saying we should be at 40. You know, because I play Flight Sim, I see ATC, I don't think of trains. I think air traffic control. I think it's advanced track control. I'm gonna manually close these doors. So that nobody, quote unquote, jumps off out that door. I already locked the doors. And away we go again. I'm only gonna go up to 30 here, because we have 2,000 something feet to go, so. I'm gonna do half the track speed. And again, folks, I didn't even tell my few people on my Discord whether they get the notifications or not. I didn't even post on Discord that I was going live. I'm also having trouble seeing these colored sections to know when to stop. I think we'll get two runs done today, because these are quite lengthy runs. And then we'll move on. I'll stop the stream, retitle the other one, and we'll jump in and do, hopefully in 2020 we'll jump in and do our Washington, D.C. to Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama flight. But yeah, the next one, so Montgomery, Alabama to Juneau, Alaska, will be, that flight will be a long one. But before I actually do the Washington to Montgomery, I think I will change and pick a smaller, like a business jet. Or the, all electric one. But, I don't know how to keep battery power, even though I've got unlimited turned on for fuel. It doesn't do the same thing for battery power, oddly enough. Not oddly enough, but it's strange the way it's set up. Again, we got another 3,000 feet, so I'm gonna only do half the speed limit here. But it's about to go to 80, so we'll go to 40. And 40 is what it was recommending to do anyway, so. Well, we screwed up again. But at least we didn't blow the stop. Oh, I don't know why my right ear is bothering me today. Oh, yawning. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start streaming without looking at the chat. So you know, I won't be able to be doing any bans unless I look back at it later. I think I'll just start up to make sure the preview windows and all that are up, and then turn the iPad off. Oh. Before I start the next service, I am gonna have to get up and turn the ceiling fan on at least. Did it again, didn't I? This time's two of them. Why can't I get this door to close? Alright, whatever. I couldn't close that second door. Yeah, we're not stopping here. We're going through this station. Intentionally. What's our next stop? Jamaica Station, I believe. Oh man. Oh. I mean, I've said it in other videos. I can pretty much stream almost every day. So maybe I should cut that back. I don't know how to. If I'm gonna do 2 days of trains, then I want to give equal time to planes. And maybe I should just do any day I'm gonna do a train, do a plane, which would be, but also I've got 2 plane games that I can do different things on, like, if I'm gonna do 2020, I should do 24 career mode. I don't know how to split that up. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I want to do trains. No, this coming Thursday, I don't know if I'll be able to stream at all because of IRL. I got a doctor's appointment at like 10:30 in the morning. Gotta run around and do stuff. Well, excuse me, afterwards, so I can't promise a certain schedule, because I can just stream whenever I want to or feel like it. But I had said I was going to do TSW on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but maybe I shouldn't have promised anything, because I kind of feel up to it. You know, for this being the original route, it looks quite busy at these stations. I think I need to put brake 1 on right now. We're gonna go 10 and stop in time. So yeah, I have a lot of big ideas. I sound fickle in my videos. I got all this cool stuff to make streaming easier, and I'm like, ugh. I spend a lot of time watching other people, and I don't know how to feel or how to explain how I feel. But I watch a bunch of other people and they rarely show up over here. And it might be the inconsistency of me not... I don't know when to do them so that they could raid my channel, and right now, of course, I don't have the feed turned on, so I wouldn't know. Alright, we have a long way to go right now, I think. Till our next stop. Because I don't think... Yeah, our next stop is New York Penn. I think I need to leave power 1 on just to maintain speed here. I didn't even bother check. I didn't check to see what progress. We'll check before I quit. The TWS stream. So. All sorts of bothersome today. My head is bothering me, my ears. Set. And, okay. Sorry folks, I accidentally hit mute. My headset's bothering my ears. I don't know what's going on today. Let's get some speed. We can go up to 80, so let's get moving. Now, I'm playing version 1. I don't know if this is taught if it's taught 4 with the weathering and stuff. I have no idea exactly what gets layered in here at Penn Station. It should be but I don't have other things turned on. I've only have Long Island Railroad installed, so we're not gonna see the other stuff. I didn't think to layer anything else in, because I'm not sure what would get, I'm not sure if the Trenton, the New Jersey Transit route, if that would get layered on here or not. Even if I had installed it. I had to install what I was working on for that route. I didn't do any extra DLCs for the fear, but for the pure fact is I don't have the memory space to even install this whole game and flight sim. Both flight sims, we'll put it that way, so. Okay, so hopefully we are not gaining too much speed here on our own, but we shouldn't be overspeeding by so much that I can't slow us down. But we're on an incline now, so if anything, I need 1 to probably hold speed, because we're on an incline of 7/10. But we gotta slow down to 45. Alright, I don't know why I turned that back on. Turn the iPad off. Yeah, we're gonna slightly speed here because it should be jumping us up to 60. Well, after... Now we can speed up again. So yeah, I lost some points there, but whatever. Okay, now we're on a good decline. Let's get us up to 60. I thought the decline would brought us up to speed, but no. I don't know if I'm gonna do another stream today or not. I think we'll just do 2 of these services. just because I said I was going to do this yesterday. It's like, I tried to do what I say I'm going to do. For you, for those that watch these. I'm trying to not slow down too quickly. But I have to brake on and brake one so we don't go speeding into the station here. But I need to make sure we're at 15 in a little bit. See, I knew we were also getting this incline that will slow us down. So we have to go under the river, and then we have to come back up into Manhattan and the Manahall train station, which is above us. Above Penn Station is the Manahall train station. So I guess I don't know how they say that one, but there's the Penn Station, the train station, which is what we're coming into, and then there's also Penn Station, the subway station. And I believe they're a low underneath. Oh, I hate trying to come into here. I love Penn Station. I just hate the approach. Because, especially with almost anything you can drive in here, you were on an incline coming in, and you lose speed. But if you put just notch 1 on the throttle, you end up speeding into here. It's like constant adjusting, throttling on and off. I think part of the train is still on that decline or whatever, slowing us down a bit and pushing us forward. So, yeah, we're like 8 minutes, almost 10 minutes behind schedule. Who gives a shit, right? It's just a game. Oh, that landing we had last night at Mobile was... And I was handling that landing. But man, was that bad. It was like negative 15 something. And the game was just all buggy at the end of the flight. I was just glad we got on the ground without it crashing. Without the game crashing or me crashing. Alright, we've made it. But I almost I almost went past the red. We had 20 feet to spare. Alright, let's lock the doors. And that's the end of the service. Alright. Alright, said I was gonna change, turn the ceiling fan on at the end of this service. Oh. Alright, I'm mute. Might as well mute the mic. Alright, that's one service in the book. I'm not replaying that service. I gotta go back to the main menu, because I don't want to just hit continue without looking at what that service is. We want Rail Journey, Long Island. We want the M3. Look, I'm doing really bad but I don't care either. Okay, so yeah, I'm only gonna do these two services. This one's another half hour. Or that was 40 minutes. This one's a half hour. Operate service from Penn back to Hampstead. Okay. Alright, and then I am gonna be done with this train stream for the day. Key in. Are we all set up? Wow, so much for that camera view. Sorry, folks, for that atrocious view. Alright. Let's check our headlights. Headlights too bright. And marker lights are off. Okay. Let's lock the doors. And I'm not. We're not gonna hold it to make a louder noise than that coming out of the leaving the tunnel anyway. So, yeah, what the heck? What did I do? I did not have the button pushed in. Well, that last one was me. I don't know what was going on. I did not have anything pushed for the horn. Maybe one of the keyboard keys was pushed that does the horn. Is that what it was? Yeah. The space bar on the keyboard was pushed in. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Let's get out of this tunnel. We're gonna climb out of the tunnel. Tunnel. I don't know what I'm doing. Just wanting to get done. I said I was going to do this, so I'm doing it for everybody to watch later. But it's weird. Okay, trying to explain stuff again. It's weird. I want to be doing these streams, but I also just want to be playing. I don't know whether I should or shouldn't be doing streams. So I've got brake 1 on right now, and it's holding our speed. But now we're going back uphill. I think I need speed 1 in order to not slow down. Speed 2. Speed 2, would I need to hold? No, that increased speed, but okay. That's fine. I think I heard the train in the other tunnel. So this is weird. You don't want to speed. So I would put us in neutral. But then we lose speed. Okay, but I need to be. Well, we got quite a few yards to go, but I'm gonna have to be at 45 here in a bit. And we're gonna get a yellow here in a second. Our next signal is showing yellow from what I can see on the up here on the HUD. Okay, so now it's turned green. But I think the next signal is going to stay yellow, or it is for now. Oh, now it's green. Okay. And we've slowed down. To 45. I'm putting speed 1 on. Hopefully we don't go too quick here. Keep us from decelerating too much. But I can throttle off because we need to slow down and for this stop coming up. Alright, let's slowly coast in here for a second. Throw the brake one back on. Alright. I believe okay. Oh, okay. So we did get back on the whole train is in the station. Okay. That's what I was checking by hitting keyboard keys to move the camera. Next stop is 4 miles away. I think think it's Jamaica. Yeah, see, you guys could probably see that a lot better than I can. Alright. I gotta get done this, and I'm gonna have to get me something to eat. And then, like I said, I don't know if I'll be on later. If I am on later, I'll probably just, not even be on mic. I'm just gonna let you guys hear the audio, like before I hit the headset. And I just won't be paying attention to chat at all. I've got to find a balance for myself, folks, and I don't know what it is. Oh, shoot. Well, I thought we were having to stop soon. Okay. I can go up to 80. This route is really quiet with just the base DLCs for the version 1. With the Long Island commuter, if I installed that, I wouldn't have had to do this one. This one doesn't need to be layered in. This route doesn't. But the DLC for Long Island commuter that you want, if you're just gonna run Long Island Railroad, would be the Bud 3 is the only DLC, because on the Long Island commuter you will get the M7 and the M9. So the only thing that's not on version 1 of LIRR is the M9. However, on the Long Island commuter, you cannot change safety systems on or off, except for in the Bud. The Bud M3 is the only one on Long Island commuter that you will be able to change the safety systems on or off. Whereas, so the M7 and M9 are automatically on, and you can't do anything about it on the commuter. On here, I can get in the M7 and turn the safety systems on or off. Did I do that too quickly? I don't think so, because we just hit, and we got 1,000 feet to go. Maybe I slowed down a little too quickly. But I believe we will be into Jamaica on time, hopefully. I'm paying attention to the footage to hit that 15-mile-per-hour limit. So that I'm not actually too slow too early. I think I will be down the speed in time. Maybe. Yeah. We're gonna be just fine. I think I did that good. Well, yeah, I add brakes 2 in. Alright. We got a train coming, still coming down behind us that is on the decline before the flat line. But, we are just gonna be slightly behind schedule here. Just slightly. It said 53:20 seconds. So maybe we're 10 seconds behind schedule. I said slightly behind schedule. Alright, what's our next stop? Hyde Park? Floral Park. Yeah. Alright, now we can get up to 35. Alright, so we're gonna get up to speed. Unless we have a signal issue. But we have 4 miles to go. And we are supposed to be at Floral Park at 8 o'clock. So let's see if we can make up the time, the few seconds we were behind schedule. And there for a little bit we were 1 mile above the posted speed limit. In fact, it looks like the speed limit's going at 90. But I don't know if we'll be able to take advantage of the 90. I don't... Yeah, we're not gonna go back up to 70. We don't have the... There's no sense to go to 70. I don't think so. Not when we gotta be at 45. Although we gotta be stopping, so. Right. I put the full brake on. And that worked. We will stop within the platform. Were we on time? No, not exactly. Maybe we were. Next stop, last stop is Hampstead. I think 2 runs is all I can handle today. A little more than an hour and a half stream. I can speed up. Alright. Oh. I don't know if you're supposed to honk as when you're passing through stations. Let's just say if I was a passenger, I think I'd get jump scared every time. But I know why they do, why the drivers probably do that. You want the passengers to be jump scared so that they hopefully don't jump on, or don't do something stupid, so. Looks like we just might slow down without me having to add some brakes, maybe. I might have to add brake 1 in for a minute, but no, we're on an incline. No, we should be just fine. I think. No, I need add brake in. I had to add some brake. Uh-oh. Well, folks, thanks for joining me. We only are getting 1 service done today. I am hungry. I think my blood sugar is getting low. Thank you for watching this later. Bye.